Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now in this video we're going to be diving into how you can start and create and build your very own OnlyFans model using artificial intelligence. Now lots of people have been asking me this question of how we actually generate AI models for my agency, and at the moment we're still in the process of testing out lots of things because of course the AI space is relatively new. However, there's lots of promising technologies coming about. There's lots of methods that you can go about verifying AI OnlyFans models, lots of methods you can go about creating content, improving the realistic element of the content. So in this video, we're basically just going to dive into all of that. And if you haven't already, you can sign your first OF model in the link down below, 7-day challenge, and we see lots of people have success with that. And if you are interested, booking a call for a program where we literally teach you how to start and scale an OnlyFans management agency to 50k a month in 90 days on autopilot. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So as you can see on the screen here, we're going to be walking through exactly how you can create like an AI OF model. Now, in terms of software we can use, this is called photoai.com. And you can use this to supplement existing OF models content. This was less intensive on the model making content. You could take on that as an agency. But in general, it's very simple. So we have like a little scroll panel down here. You can select the character and you can actually upload and create a custom AI model. So you can put in prompts here. These type of prompts will then generate an image. And then if you have an AI create character that you built, you can then select that up here and then put in prompts, and it will generate prompts around the AI model you have. So down here is where you create your first AI character, put in a name, put in a type, age, eye color, ethnicity, and then you upload photos. And there needs to be photos that show yourself or the actual model from different actual locations and places. So you have lots of different images that you can then use and collate together to make a good photorealistic representation of the model. So there's some advanced settings here you can do as well. So you can change the strength of it, and you can up the step count. If you up the step count, it's going to be higher quality, but it's going to take a little bit longer to actually process. And here's an example of some of the images that have been generated from this. So you can create realistic AI models. Now they also have these packs here, which is pretty handy. So once you've generated your AI model, you can then upload them and select a pack, and it'll then generate 32 photos around this pack. And there's already these prompts that have got these different styles, aesthetics, and locations set up, and you can just have it generate for the model. So some really good ones. I have Tinder, Instagram, boudoir, latex, swimsuit, just stuff that an OF model would be taking, that type of content in general anyway. Now, to generate an AI model, you can have an OF model that you're using, you can supplement the content with this, or you can create one from scratch. You can go to this website, for example, thispersondoesnotexist.com. You can just refresh the page or come up with different images. And from that, you can then have someone who doesn't exist and create an AI model out of them. So it's a pretty good way of getting consistent images when it comes to creating an AI model. Now, as well as this software, we can also have it so we can generate more realistic ones as well. And the way we go about doing that is by finding images out there that have already been taken, and then you can then kind of face swap or do a deep fake. So you put the model's face on that image, and that way if they look at the image itself, it looks very realistic. The only thing that isn't real is the face because it's been face swapped, but again, the face swap looks really realistic. So the way we go about doing that is through this extension called Roop, and it's an extension for Stable Diffusion. And Stable Diffusion essentially is just a modeling software. So we run this code here in Google Colab, which imports the LURAs, it imports the models themselves, it imports absolutely everything we need. Of course, we give everything to the students inside our consulting program. But once we've got all the models installed, we then have a Stable Diffusion. We can then go to extensions, input this here, copy that, put it in, paste, install that extension on here, give it a refresh. Then we have the Roop 2, and we can then go down here, generation, batch. We can upload images of the model here in the input directory. We can have the output where we want it to go, and then we can then quite easily face swap by putting in the face down here. So very simple software, very simple to use. And yeah, it's really good for creating AI models. And through creating AI models, you're able to have a little bit more consistency when it comes to you're managing the actual account themselves. Now, you're going to have issues around verification. So I do recommend getting real models and using this software as supplementary content towards that model's Instagram, socials, OF page, whatever it is. Or you can create one from scratch, and if that's the case, you're gonna have to use like FanView, for example, and you can use FanView and create an account on here because it's not gonna ask for verification when setting up the account. So a few choices, but put this stuff to use, guys. Get going. You got no excuse when it comes to getting the content created because you can create the content yourself. You just need pictures of the model enough to create a realistic photo representation or AI model representation of the model. And away you go. So I hope this video was of value to you. If it was, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment any questions you may have, and I'll see you guys in the next video.